Hello and welcome back to Gaming with Alcala. Um, Tonight I'd like to start with a really old game. It's called X Beyond the Frontier. And to give you an idea of how old it is, 1999 I believe is when it first came out. Um, at this point though, I had about an hour into it. You can see it was about 14 minutes ago. I tried making this video a few times here and it has not been going too well. The issue is it's that old, um, and with my newer monitor and the size, I'm having problems getting dimensions right. So if you're listening to this, I finally got it right. But this game is, well, it's quite old. But the reason why I thought I'd start with this is because I want to do X2, X3, and I just bought X4, and I've never actually played it. So I thought if I'm going to get into some of these other games, I want to kind of show the progression of how the game came, where it came from, and kind of some of the backstory before I start X4. So we're going to start today here with X Beyond the Frontier, and hopefully all this goes right. But please forgive me for the level of detail or lack thereof, I guess we'll say. Sorry about the small screen, but like I said, this is the best I could do. I will make it full screen later, but it always has these interesting quotes whenever they start up, and I guess they started that all the way back with the first X game. Alright, let's watch the video here.
This is the story of the ultimate dream. Man's dream. A dream of escaping from the confines of his own planet. A dream of freedom within his own universe. A dream of reaching the stars. The first frontier was Earth's gravity. Their first target was to reach the moon. Powerful rockets soon challenged this frontier. However, another barrier soon faced them. The restriction of traveling at the speed of light.
Wow,
For many
great
years,
grip.
research was undertaken, until man's ingenuity created jump gates. These devices allowed spaceships to travel many millions of light years in one leap. Now man's exploration of new systems and universes could begin. Colonization of new planets was difficult. Adverse planetary conditions, difficult terrain, and the shipping of materials made building difficult and very expensive. Again, research and invention supplied the answer. A powerful robot was created to terraform the planets and construct colonies. Once the terraformers had completed their work, the colonies were ready for man to live in, and many settlers traveled to new lives among the stars. As the years passed, man spread through many different star systems. But during this passage of time, the terraformers began to develop their own intelligence. They began to think for themselves. Secretly, they began plotting against their creators. Suddenly, they turned and attacked, plunging man into the most deadly and destructive war ever fought. Man's far-flung colonies were taken by surprise. Many were destroyed in the first attacks, and soon the terraformers were preparing their final attack on Earth itself. Only a small group of brave pilots saved the Earth from annihilation by tricking the larger terraformer fleet into chasing them through a hidden jump gate. Both fleets disappeared, never to return, and the jump gate was destroyed.
Cool story. Not so cool graphics.
It took man over 500 years to recover from the destruction wrought by their attackers. 500 years in which man once again was confined to his home planet. But the dream never died. For 10 generations, scientists struggled to regain the stars, and eventually a new type of spaceship was created. This ship, better known as the Experimental Shuttle, is the first ship in which it is possible to bridge vast interstellar distances without the use of a jump gate. The prototype is now ready to be tested.
And I guess that's where we come in. Alright, first a little bit of settings here, I guess. Wow, up-to-date menus. Man, I don't know how you can top this game's graphics. I don't know. I don't know what I can do to make this very well. Maybe we can at least... Let me think, is there anything else? Select my logo. Oh man, talk about... Man, this reminds me of Commodore 64 or something. Alright, let's go with this in here. Man, I think it's going to crash every time I make a selection. Let's, Okay, looks like this is how we're going to have to start with this. Yeah, menus are cut off and everything, but there's not much in the way of options for this game. It was probably written for DOS. Who knows? Alright, well, let's give it a shot once. Wow. These must have been good graphics, so they want to really get them in there. Great shots. Just the level of detail of the ship. Oh, wow.
Okay, this is Mission Control to X-Proto. All systems are go and we are ready for launch in T-minus 20 seconds. All stations stand by for launch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. Launch completed.
We were out of the ship when it said launch.
All systems are go. Comms.
We are online, loud and clear.
Medic.
Vital signs are good and normal.
Acknowledged. All stations stand by for prototype test procedures. Okay. X-Pilot, let's do the standard procedures from the top. First, the basic acceleration-deceleration run to gauge the engine propulsion capacity. Initiate acceleration by pressing the accelerator button or use the throttle control in your controller. Do not attempt to touch any other controls in your accelerator. In order to conclude the test, you need to accelerate to maximum velocity. Ready? Count down to acceleration. 3, 2, 1. Accelerate. Nice work, pilot. We have our readings and we can proceed to the next step. Commence deceleration by pressing your deceleration button or use the throttle control in your controller. Count down to deceleration. 3, 2, 1. Decelerate.
I guess they were worried about this thing blowing up.
Well done, pilot.
The gas.
That concludes phase 1 of our test procedures. The next test is basic maneuvering and navigation. It's designed to make the pilot feel comfortable with the steering and to obtain physical feedback of the usability of the control design. This craft is equipped with a 3-axis control device. This allows you to steer the craft up, down, sideways, and to rotate it counterclockwise and clockwise. All these controls are, of course, also available through your joystick, where applicable. Feel free to try out the controls while we prepare our monitoring equipment for the test. We will commence with the actual maneuvering procedures in 60 seconds.
Well, I gotta admit the controls don't feel horrible. Well, maybe I shouldn't.
Mission control here. Stick to the standard procedures, please.
Sorry, my bad.
Time's up, pilot. It's time to proceed.
Okay.
I hope you had the time to accustom yourself to the controls.
Yep, not
The
bad.
maneuvering test will begin at coordinates 103-45. You will see the location marked on your radar. You can see if the location is above or below you by the lines attached to the dot.
Yep,
Please
got it.
proceed to the maneuvering site and we will commence the test run.
I guess that's what we're doing. Going right to the jump gate.
Mission controlled here. Please
Yep.
bring your engines to a complete halt and align your craft with the first array of Kessler rings situated along the maneuvering route. All stations report. Pilot, stop. Wait for my mark.
All bio readings are still normal, sir.
All communication systems are operative.
We are detecting slight turbulence in starboard engine, sir. Nothing vital. We suspect solar winds to be the cause of interference.
Solar
Systems
wind.
are go.
All right. All stations stand by for the Kessler run. Pilot, this test requires you to pass through the Kessler rings one at a time in sequential order. It's important to stay in the middle of the rings, as a collision with the devices will require us to start the run from the beginning again. If you encounter difficulties in maneuvering your craft, you can decrease your speed to give you more time to react to directional changes in the run. Attention all stations. Kessler run countdown commencing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright. Can I fly through a bunch of rings? I do want to go faster, but this is crazy enough, I guess. This ship does not change speed very fast. Holy cow, how many are you going to have me go through? Well, let's just keep on going, I guess. It just keeps going. I'm guessing me doing this is making everybody want to go out and buy this game because it's just so graphical. It is just nostalgia, maybe. Anybody under the age of, say, 30 is looking at this saying, you mean there was games that were actually considered cool that were like this? Yep. Remember the old Duke Nukem and, oh, I forget what all. They had one called Descent. That was pretty good.
Abort run. Abort run. Let's start again. Pilot,
What?
please proceed to the Kessler Run launch location. Follow the red marker on your radar. Systems, can we get a report on that impact? Any anomalies?
No, sir. Everything is condition green.
Acknowledged. Pilot, whenever you're ready.
Oh, come on. You're gonna make me go the whole way back to the... But I didn't hit nothing. Well, I don't even see a red one. Where am I actually supposed to go? What the world? Must have start all over, but I went right through the center of it. It's got to be part of the whatever's going to happen, I guess. At least I'm pretty sure I went right through the center of it. Annoying. Alright, try it again. Why don't you guys comment below what the oldest game with the worst graphics that you can think of that you ever played that you actually enjoyed playing despite the graphics being horrible. I'm pretty sure for me that if this was my first game, I don't think I would have ever touched X2. But X2 was the first one I played, and that game to me was just awesome. And so I'm going to continue to give this one a chance until I don't get it. I have no idea why I hit something with that, but I believe I am just about through. Whoop. Oh, I see. They're trying to give you a different angle on it. Really lose on like your verticals and stuff with this game, because these are definitely angled. Maybe that's what I was supposed to be doing, is spinning with them. Yay.
Great job, pilot. That was a successful run. Now let's move on to the third part of our test. Our third test will take us through the functions of the HUD heads-up display. The X prototype is equipped with a powerful targeting system connected to the onboard computer. You can target objects in space by maneuvering your craft so that the objects you wish to target appear within the proximity of the crosshair directly in front of you. When that is done, press the target button to receive basic information about your target. To receive extended information on your target, press your information button. The onboard computer will provide data stored in the internal memory circuits relevant for your target. We have placed a number of remote-controlled drones in your close proximity. Maneuver your spacecraft to their location and target them one by one. You can toggle your target to the next object in view by pressing your toggle target button. Once you have a drone targeted, press the information button. The test will proceed when all drones have been targeted and examined.
Target now locked on drone. A remotely controlled drone used for pilot training. It can contain equipment or other objects which are set free on destruction of the drone. Target now locked on drone.
Oh, we do have guns.
Target now locked on command ship.
I better not shoot that. Alright, let's get this unlocked.
Target now locked on drone.
Hopefully I just have to target it all.
Target now locked on drone. Target.
Well done, pilot.
Yeah,
The next step in our procedures will be to launch the ship's remote-controlled camera probe. Locate and target an object. Thereafter, press your camera launch button to send off your camera towards the target. The image will be projected directly onto your retina, and you will therefore not be able to see your cockpit and surroundings. Use this feature with caution, as you might accidentally collide with any obstacles while viewing the camera images. You can rotate the camera probe around the target object either counterclockwise or clockwise by pressing the rotate camera left, rotate camera right buttons. It is also possible to zoom in and out on the target object by pressing the zoom camera in, zoom camera out buttons. Have a go. While your camera is launched, you can press the toggle target button to move the camera to the next nearest object. You can interrupt the camera transmissions by pressing the normal cockpit view button. This will also instruct the camera to return to your ship. All stations, I need a sit rep.
The bio readings are fine and normal.
Communications are fine, sir. We are still experiencing some abnormal readings on the starboard engine, sir. We are currently checking the software for any problems. I see no reason for aborting the test procedures, sir.
Very well. Reports are logged. All stations proceed. Now for the fourth test in our procedures, pilot. These procedures will take us through the ship's weapon system. The X-Proto is equipped with the most powerful laser cannon ever developed and 2 zero-gravity designated missiles. These weapons are mainly designed to destroy space junk and smaller asteroids. To fire the laser, press the fire button on your controls. To fire missiles, press the launch missile button on your controls. Don't bother trying just now, as the missiles haven't been fitted on your craft yet. First step in the weapons procedure is to locate and target an object. We have placed remote-controlled drones in the close surroundings. Find them, target them, and shoot them down with your laser.
Target now locked on drone.
Talk about super awesome weapons.
Good shooting, pilot. When they're destroyed, some drones will release a small cargo container. You can target these containers to get information about the contents and pick them up by opening the cargo bay when you're very close to them. Remember to close your cargo bay in case you don't pick anything up, since your shields will be down. The X-Proto is very vulnerable because of this. You open and close the cargo bay by pressing the Operate Bay button. If the contents of the container are specifically designed for the X-Proto, they will be automatically fitted. If not, they will be stored in the cargo bay. It is possible for you to eject cargo from the cargo bay. Cycle the cargo marker by pressing the Shift Cargo button, and press the Operate Bay button to eject the marked cargo.
how these things are hard to hit.
Anytime you feel like it, pilot.
Is there a target or a cargo thing I'm supposed to pick up somewhere? I was still destroying the drones, my bad. Let's see here. Where's...
Target now locked on drone.
Okay, so...
Warning, cargo bay open. Shields are down.
Bay. Let's get close to this thing. Go pick this thing up.
Anytime you feel like it, pilot.
Whatever.
Congratulations. You just picked up some missiles for your craft. They'll now be fitted automatically and you can use them to shoot down the next target. To use the missiles, you need to have a target lock on an object. Once an object is targeted, launch the missiles by pressing the Launch Missile button. The missile will automatically home in on the target. However, if the missile runs out of fuel before it hits the target, it will self-destroy. We'll now launch some drones which can only be destroyed by missiles. They must all be destroyed for the test to proceed.
Beluga missile. Self-destruct Beluga missile.
Beluga.
Beluga missile.
Let's go pick up a few more missiles here. And I've got to turn and destroy those, whatever are coming after me.
Warning, cargo bay now contains Beluga missile. Shields critical. Cargo bay closed.
Alright, where are we at?
Target now locked. Beluga missile ready. Beluga missile ready. Target now locked on drone. Target now locked on drone.
Well done, pilot. The weapon system seems to be working just fine. All station status, please.
We are measuring a slightly higher pulse. Just the excitement, I guess. All bios are go.
All signals are loud and
I
clear.
lost
Nothing
all
but the usual
control.
static.
I cannot move.
Comms are go. We are still debugging the engine analysis software, sir. There are some readings which simply cannot be true. It must be a problem with the software. Hold on. My team has just told me they found a small problem in the data evaluation core. The problem should be fixed. We're doing an engine simulation. We expect to be go in 1 minute.
Very well. Pilot, I assume you already know this, but official procedures require me to tell you once again. The X-Proto Starcraft is equipped with a special space jump device. It is a technology derived from the ancient jump gates made by our ancestors hundreds of years ago. This device allows the craft equipped with it to travel from point A to point B in a matter of a split second. If this technology proves successful, it will change the way we humans travel forever. We have fed the onboard computer with the coordinates necessary for the jump. We need to make sure that this is all coordinated, so I want you to follow my commands to the letter. Understood?
Yeah.
Systems, what is the situation with the engine anomalies?
We just finished the simulation and the results are back to normal, sir. A small miscalculation that didn't take solar winds into consideration. Systems are go. Unless you feel we should double-check?
No, there's too much at stake. We can't afford to delay
Too
this
much
test
at
any
stake.
longer.
Just go.
All
It doesn't
systems
matter.
stand
Go,
by.
go.
I want a sit rep every 5 seconds, starting with BO, comms, and systems. Commence countdown on my command. Pilot, your orders are to initiate the jump when the countdown reaches 0. We will monitor the whole
Too
procedure
much
and
at
we can
stake,
report
but
immediately
we
if
gotta
any problem
hurry.
arises.
Yep. It's
When
like
the jump
a
initiates, it
horror,
will take the
you know, the
device
80s
10
horror
seconds
flick,
to reach the
you know.
energy level needed for the jump.
Oh, somebody's
Then
breaking
you
the
will
house. Let's
instantly
hide in the
find yourself
bathroom
at the
because then we
destination
can't
point
go
on
out.
coordinate
And we're trapped.
263-84.
Anyway.
Ready? All stations stand by. Engaging jump procedure in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
I still have no
2,
control, so
1,
what was the point of telling me this whole
0.
thing?
Engage.
Jump device charging at 10%.
Oh, I didn't even have to hit nothing.
20, 30, 40, 50%,
Wow.
60,
Every
70,
jump is
80,
like this. I'd be
90.
worried.
jumping.
Adrenaline level rising. 1.5 over normal. Pulse is rising. EEG steady. EKG normal.
Static increasing. We are losing signal. There's magnetic interference. Countermeasures applied.
Oh
They are
no,
not
I
working.
think I'm
Engines
gonna
look
die.
good. Computers look good. Oh my god, there it is again. Do you see it? Right there. It doesn't look good. Can we get a fix on the problem? The what? Mission command. Systems here. Abort jump procedures. I repeat, abort jump procedures. Doesn't anybody hear me? Abort! Abort!
Alert. Ship systems malfunctioning. System check initiated. Shields malfunction. Laser broken. Ship hull critical. Conventional engine working. Weapon systems out of order.
Oh, and here comes the ships. Could it be our ancestors from hundreds of years ago? No, that would almost fit with the storyline. I just hope it's our good ancestors.
We are being hailed. Audio channel contains unknown language.
Really? We have communication problems. Please repeat.
Universal Translation Computer Learning.
I don't understand you. Please repeat.
I think we have language compatibility now. I am the captain of the Teladi Company's space fleet ship Phoenix. We are asking questions. We cannot identify your ship or your race. Identify yourself.
That wasn't a question, first off. And if you're asking me questions, that wasn't one. Identify yourself is not a question. Anyway, somehow he knew we were having communication errors, and when we fixed our own computer problems, then he understood. I don't get this, but anyway, who are you or where am I? Well, I know the answer who he is. It's Split because I played the other game. So where am I?
We ask questions. Who are you?
Earth's Fleet Test Pilot. Rank number 501X.
Your identification code means nothing to us. Please explain who you are.
We're not supposed to ask questions, but okay. What's going on?
Captain of the Teladi Company's space fleet.
Oh, this is Teladi, not Split.
Do not attempt to move. We are scanning your ship.
We are scanned by
What?
Teladi Phoenix.
Why did you not say you are of Argon origin? We thought you Xenon, or maybe working for Split.
Okay, so he's Teladi. Split was the other ones. Argon, just in case you're wondering, from the other games I know, Argon is like the human descendants that went through the gate there. The Xenon is actually the computer race that we had building, terraforming the planets, and they revolted against us. Split, I guess they would probably be the Let's just call them the Klingons or whatever of the universe, I guess. They like to fight other people. So that's kind of those three there. I am from planet Earth and I am lost. Let's try that.
We know nothing of this place. We must investigate more. Stay where you are whilst we scan your onboard computer files.
We are scanned by Talati Phoenix.
You tell truth. Where is this place, Earth? We know not of it.
Well, I don't know that I want to tell you. Earth 1022 you must have it on your star map. What is this system called? I don't think I want to let them know where Earth is, but let's, what is this system called?
You are in a Talati Company's space sector of the universe.
Okay. So, how do I get back?
I suggest you get back the same way as you got here.
Brilliant. What am I doing here? I was supposed to go to a completely different coordinate.
Your ship doesn't have any shields. Our sensors tell us that your ship is going to explode in a few minutes. We will put a 1 megawatt shield into your ship. That will cost you 3,000 credits.
Well, I would definitely be happy with that. Let's see, what? Do I owe you credits? What is the Talati Company? How many other races live here? Let's ask about the races.
In addition to us, the Argon, Split and Xenon, there are the Boron and the Paranid.
Boron and Paranid. Yep.
Of course you know. That is a standard charge for Talati scanning.
Okay, so what is the Talati Company?
Captain of Talati Company's Space Fleet Ship Phoenix speaking. As I said, that will be 3,000 credits, please.
Okay. My ship's malfunctioning. I'm gonna blow up. Please help me.
That is not our problem.
Nope, didn't work. But I have no credit?
Talati charge for everything. Otherwise, there is no profit.
These guys are basically the Ferengi of this area. Everything's about money for them. So I already know the answer to this. Can't you help me for free?
You do not understand the importance of profits. Are you sure you're not from Argon?
Alright, where's Argon? Why should I start to make profit? Well, duh. I'm not an idiot. I do not know what you're talking about. What do you suggest? Well, let's ask him what he suggests.
I suggest compromise. We lend you 100 credits so you can trade. Later, you pay back the cost of the shield and this. 3,500 credits altogether.
Sure. Oh, how can I earn credits? Why would you lend me credits? When do I have to pay you back? Forget it. Suppose I don't agree. Suppose I just go fly off. I think we'll ask him the proper one, but I'm kind of wondering what he says. Suppose I just go fly off.
Even if you manage to navigate, our fighters will hunt you down.
All over 3,000 credits. Okay. But anyway, what do you mean even if I could navigate?
Computers scan shows you have no weapons, shields or navigation equipment.
Okay, so how do I navigate?
We will help. Stand by whilst we download information to your shipboard computer.
What's this gonna cost me? Alright, what are you downloading to my onboard computer? Can I trust you? Do I have to pay extra for this? That's about what I was thinking. Do I have to pay extra for that information?
Consider it an act of friendship from the Taladi to a stranger. But we warn you, do not abuse our friendship.
And just like that, we're good friends, huh? Alright. What are you downloading to my computer? Can I trust you? Alright, what are you downloading?
Information you need to survive.
That's what I figured. So, can I trust you?
You have no other choice.
Exactly. So why was I here?
Navigation, you'll die out there.
Receiving upgrade information for database.
Now you have knowledge to begin your training.
Wait, I did all this just to begin my training. Okay. So, how do I get started?
Simple. You buy and sell.
What do I buy and what do I sell? Where do I buy and sell? How do I buy these things? When do I start? That's a good question. I'd like to start this game by now. Where should I go first? How much is credits worth? Well, credits are whatever. 1 credit's worth 1 credit. What do you want to know? Alright, that's what do I buy and sell?
Our universe is very large and diverse. There are many things to buy and many places to sell. Trade is life, and profit is lifeblood.
Yep, they're the Ferengi. Now, the question is can you play a game like this? That is the real question. This is getting pretty old pretty quick, but just remember where this is all coming from, because when you see the next couple games, you're going to be like, what a difference. What 15 years make, 20 years make? The difference is huge. You'll see then. Alright, where do I buy and sell? Sure, where do I buy and sell?
Many factories that are willing to trade goods for credits.
Okay. Where do I buy these things? How do I buy these
With the credits we are loaning you.
things? Okay, that makes sense. Where should I go first?
Leave here and travel to nearest factory. Begin to trade.
Okay. Can I start now? When do I start?
Now, make money. Get yourself a base.
What's that?
If you run into Xenon, you will need a weapon.
Oh, now I need weapons. Alright, where do I get
Fly to the
weapons?
closest equipment dock. You can buy all kinds of laser there.
I already know what the Xenon are, but let's ask him.
If you see them, you're dead already.
Oh, that's nice to know. Okay, so they're Borg, or the replicators, if you're into Stargate.
Many factories produce many different goods. But factories also require goods themselves. Go trade, make credits. Captain of Taladi Company's Space Fleet Ship Phoenix wishes you good profit.
Okay. Are they done talking? Yeah, okay. One thing I do want to say about this game, which is what I really enjoy about this game has a huge, like, how to explain this? Everything is supply and demand. So factories need stuff. You have to you get energy cells. At least this is the way the second one started out, and so it was all about, you know, like a real-world economy in these games, and it was a lot of fun. Let's see. Press Shift H to get tips like this one. Alright, forget that. Okay, so is that a factory? It's orange. Does that mean factory?
No rockets.
No rockets. Used to be you could hit, I know with the newer ones you could hit a key and you could pull up a map, but I don't think this has a map. At least we haven't been told about it yet, so I have no idea. Let's take a look here. What are you? Alright, there's some Stargate. Oh, that looks like a
Target
base.
now locked on Teladi Shipyard Alpha.
Okay. I got the shipyard locked on. What's this thing over there? Out of range. What's that?
Target now locked on Teladi Trading Station.
Ooh, trading station. Let's go over here first.
Target now locked on Teladi Shipyard Alpha. The shipyards of the Teladi could never be described as high-tech. Indeed, these large factories are packed with a strange assortment of low-tech equipment supplied by many different races and cobbled together to create a makeshift work area. Long ago, the Teladi, ever aware of the need to make profit, decided the most economic way to build spacecraft was to get someone else to do it for them. They buy ships from other races that are either old, damaged, or just past their sell-by date, which they dismantle and cannibalize,
Sell-by.
using the parts and equipment to make ships better suited to their own requirements.
Just past her sell-by date. That's pretty funny.
Target now locked on Teladi Trading Station.
Okay, can you dock with these things? Let's go over here and see if... Oh, that's a trading station. What is this?
Target now locked on Beta IRE Laser Forge Alpha. Warning, cargo bay closed.
So I can still open my cargo bay. Man, this is full speed too.
Target now locked on Teladi Trading Station.
Oh, okay, tab is turbo.
Turbo engaged.
Whoa, now we're really moving, right? We're shaking, that's for sure.
Shields critical.
Now, let's bring that back up again. No, not tips. Help files. Target. Next enemy test object. Fire lasers. Load freight bay. So that's F. Freight bay. How do you... Yeah. I don't know that I'm going to be playing this game much longer because it's starting to drive me kind of nuts here. Let's see, cockpit, different cameras, okay, SETA, oh, this, This has a setup. It's a way to speed time up, basically. Navigate ship status. Call target. Okay, let's hit
This is the Taladi trading station.
Yeah,
Seize well, you are talking to the automated interaction system. Make your request. Positive. Please dock as soon as you get green position lights.
Alright. Hey, let's see if I can...
Successfully docked.
On behalf of Chairman Keo, the Taladi Company wishes great profit to you and welcomes you on board this trading station.
Oh man, when you guys see X2 and just the leaps and bounds from this game to X2, I don't know if this is like the first game
Connection to
Egosoft
local
ever
trading
made.
network established. Taladian mud is a very fine silty type of sediment found at the bottom of rivers and swamps on the Taladi planet. This
have
mud, when dried out,
120
becomes
credits.
a hard mineral called Taladianium. This mineral later can be mixed with certain chemicals.
Ooh, space weeds. Nostrop oil. Computer components. Salvage insurance. Taladi security license. Oh, this is interesting.
Microchips are manufactured.
Well, let's try.
Nostrop, or Taladian sun oil, is insufficient
Well,
credits.
where's my credits?
Insufficient credits.
That's how much they have, but I don't see anywhere where it says how many credits that I have. It's just how much they cost.
Insufficient credits.
I guess all I have is 100?
Insufficient credits.
Well, let's see. If I do a cargo bay extent, yeah, so I have 100 at least. I don't know where
Your
it
cargo
shows
bay
that.
will be extended by 5 additional cargo units using...
I don't even know what my cargo bay has. But anyway, the idea here I'm starting to see is we're supposed to fly around, go from one place to another, but there's no way to tell what's at each station. Oh, nice seams on the bitmap behind there. You can see right there the whole seam where there's just different pictures stuck together. Well, I am almost at the point where I've had enough of this game. So I'll tell you what, why don't you guys all do me a favor, if you watched it this far, leave a like and message me on one of your first games you ever played that you enjoyed, even if the graphics were this bad, that maybe you still enjoy yet today, and we'll get into the next one here, but please subscribe, hit the bell, and then when the next one comes out, you'll be the first to know. Okay, have a great day, and yeah, see ya in X2, I guess. Well, I know when I ended the last video, I said I was going to do X2 next, but I saw here there's one called X-Tension. So I guess it's an extension of X the Final Frontier, or Beyond the Frontier. Sorry, getting some Star Trek in there. But every time I go to start it, it crashes. Now this was actually came out a year after, because it's 2000. No, yeah, 2000. Another one was made in 99. But if you look at it, it doesn't look too much better. I mean, at least there's a little bit more in it. Like, that's a decent looking cockpit and stuff, but yeah, I just couldn't bring myself around to trying to make it work anyway, so I'll spare that. We'll go straight over to X2. That'll be the next one.